Types of Quantitative Research. Presentation of Group 2, UMS 12B. Quantitative Research. Quantitative research, unlike qualitative research, uses numbers to generalize a particular inquiry based from objective scales of a measurements of units called variables. A statistical treatment is utilized to determine how significant relationships or differences between variables. Types of Quantitative Research. Non-experimental research and experimental research. In non-experimental research, there are two of it: Descriptive Research and Correlational Research. Experimental research, we have through experimental research and quasi-experimental research.
Non-experimental research. This kind of research allows the researcher to either describe a situation or phenomenon or the relationship between two or more variables without any interference from the proponent.
There are two major kinds of non-experimental research: descriptive research and correlational research.
Descriptive research. It deals with describing the nature, characteristics, and components of the population or a phenomenon. Manipulation of variables or search for cause and effects not applicable in relating to the phenomenon.
The design attempts to determine the frequency with which it occurs and find general attributes of presently existing situations.
Research is used if, for example, you want to know how many hours senior high school students spend in surfing the internet, or the number of malnourished students who failed in the achievement test, and how healthy is the food served during recess in the public schools.
Relational research. It is a primary concern with an orderly or systematic investigation of the nature or relationships or associations between and among variables without necessarily investigating into causal reasons underlying them.
Furthermore, it is also concerned with the extent of relationships that exist between or among the variables. For example, if performance in mathematics can be used to predict performance, then the higher the mathematics grade, the higher most likely scored in practical research too.
Correlational research. It's employed if you like to know. For example, if the following factors I relate to each other: sex and mathematical ability, age and leadership style, occupation and lifespan.
Experimental research. This kind of research essentially concerns with constructive research that is high in causal internal validity. There are two major kinds of experimental research. These are the following: true experimental research and quasi-experimental research.
Through experimental research, this kind of research can be identified by three characteristics: randomly formed groups, manipulation of the treatment, the IV comparison among groups.
The purpose is to test the true cause and effect relationships or variables involved in the study. According to Prito et al., it offers the highest internal validity of all the designs.
Quasi-experimental research. This kind of research is almost the same as that through experimental design. The only difference is the absence of random assignment of subjects to other conditions. Pietro et al. Added that the commonality between the quasi-experimental and true experimental research is that some subjects receive intervention and provide data likely to reflect its impact.